You want to know how your team collaborates. There's a tool within the Viva employee experience platform. It's called Viva Insights. It's a really powerful tool, and it effectively does three things. It collects passive data signals, it organizes those signals, and then it informs action. I'm going to dive into each of those real quick. So first of all, what kind of information does Viva Insights collect? It collects collaboration, passive data signals. So when are you communicating? How often you're communicating? Who you're communicating with? So a lot of things that are just like sort of your time and your people. So whether I'm communicating with people on another team, whether I'm communicating with people who are above me or below me. Effectively, it's just trying to understand how are these different people collaborating? It's a lot more about the how and far less about the what. Now, this data in and of itself in your organization is very unwieldy. It's massive data. You send so many messages in Teams and Outlook and emails. There's so much, and that's just for one person. And now we think about how many people are in your organization. There's just a massive amount of data that gets collected here. Once this data gets collected, it needs to be organized some way. And what Viva Insights does is it adds an attribute layer onto that. So things like what team are you on and what layer you are in the organization, basically to help understand if middle managers or salespeople or folks in human resources or IT, all these different parts of the organization. So it organizes that massive amount of data that gets collected here. And those attributes are used to organize it. And once that data is organized, it can be used to inform action. This is what I always say to any of the people that we work with, is if you're using Viva Insights, it needs to either track against an initiative, something that you're pushing forward and you want to know if that initiative is being successful, or you can use it to target a certain population within that group that you're driving the initiative against. So you know that a certain group of people in your organization is spending a lot more time and you want to help them as opposed to the people who aren't suffering as much. You know that you should be targeting them to move this forward. And what do you move this forward against? Collaboration is how your teams and how your people are working together. You can use this to drive against any initiative. If you're concerned about attrition and burnout, what you can do is figure out, we want to make sure that people aren't spending too much time at work because then they're going to leave and then I have to replace them and then I have to train somebody new. Or you want to know, are my people working towards their sales goals? Are they collaborating with external parties in a way that's really going to create new leads and create new sales? The point is, all of this data that's collected passively with Viva Insights can be used to inform whatever metric of success you have. And we at McChrystal Group know how to pull all those data streams together and integrate them extensively with all of the other metrics that you have for success.